Alright everyone, welcome back again to more Trails to Daybreak 2. In most cases when it comes to this game, we usually head straight to a couple of side quests followed by the main story. In this particular one though, we're probably just going to take a little bit of a breather and just handle some Force Brigands for now, and then follow up on a story another time. But otherwise, I don't think it bothers you all that much because hey, we get some Daybreak action regardless, so hope you all continue to enjoy. Thank you again for all love and support. And let's do this. Alright everyone, welcome back again. Let's get started on the next quest we got going on for us, which is honestly the Missing Dragon Chariot. Chief Minnow, okay. Okay, cool. Oh, you're the Minnow that sent out the Force Brigand request? It looks like you got Heron with you too. Or Haydn. Yes, I'm Minnow with the Red Star. Thank you for coming, Spriggan. I see you brought Aaron along as well. That's very encouraging. Hell yeah, man. With me on board, it's always smooth sailing. Anyway, what's this I hear about the Dragon Chariot going missing? It was over in the main plaza up till yesterday, wasn't it? I have a question, actually. What exactly is a Dragon Chariot? Oh, right. I suppose if you're not from Longport, you probably wouldn't be too familiar with it. It's a yearly tradition, kind of a symbolic thing. Every year, the most influential people in Chariot invest large sums of Mira into prepping a high-class luxury car to put on display. Then, they show it off at the Lunar New Year festival to impress anyone with eyes. It's to make sure everyone knows how rich and powerful Chariot is. I hear in the old days, they used to do it with boats and ox carts. Ever since the Red Star came around though, luxury oval cars have been the staple. After the festival, it gets toured around to every location you can think of before eventually being auctioned off. Auctioned off? Then I suppose the Eastern Theater serves as the auction house? That's correct. In fact, the Dragon Chariot was supposed to be brought into the theater today. We were actually just having a meeting about it. Unfortunately, just as we were getting ready to proceed, it disappeared. If we don't do something, our company will be out of a huge investment, and that's not even to mention how much it'll inconvenience our partners in Heiwe. Is there any way we can enlist your services to help retrieve the Dragon Chariot? Well, what do you say, old man? Let's see. You know, if I'm helping Heiwe, I should be charging more. Not just 4,000, maybe 7, hell, 10 maybe. It's a shame we can't haggle for a higher price, but it's fine. Higher reward, I mean. Either way. Alright, we'll take the case. Heiwe's not really in a place to deal with this right now, and I've had my fair share of experience with stuff like this. Besides, as a casual fan of orbital cars myself, I want to see whoever stole that beauty brought to justice. Casual fan, he says. But I'm with you. We can't just let some 2-bit thieves get away with something like this. I appreciate you doing us this kindness. To be honest, I was a bit worried you might not take the job. It's an incredibly expensive vehicle after all. If you don't manage to get it back, Red Star will be at a huge financial loss. This may not be relevant to the investigation, but exactly how much is the Dragon Chariot worth? Let's see. The chassis base is one of Red Star's more pricey models, the Nexus 3. And then you've got the embossing work from the First Class Professional, the pure gold ornamental pieces, the gold outer coating. The manufacturing cost alone would put it at 30 million Mira. Woof! 30 million Mira. I can't believe someone would pay so much for a single car. And when it comes to time to auction, the highest bidding price usually goes well beyond the original value. There's no doubt that thieves would be able to make a rather significant profit from it. I imagine they mean to use the money to fund their criminal activities. From a risk management perspective, this case seems absolutely critical. Alright, first things first, I need you to tell me all the details about how the car was being transported to the theater. Any moment you can think of where the car could have been stolen. Yes, you see the Red Star crew started moving into the theater around 5 hours ago. They finished about 4 hours ago, after which everyone decided to leave. Unfortunately, right around that time, there was one issue that cropped up. It prevented us from being able to keep a proper eye on the chariot. Oh? What happened? As soon as they started bringing the car in, the revenue service decided to show up for an audit. We were so busy dealing with them, there was no time for anything else. It seemed like it took forever too. The auditors only left a few minutes ago. An audit from the revenue service, huh? So that's how it all ties together. Was it official though? It could have been staged. And right after Fan Lu just got arrested on false charges of tax evasion. It makes sense that other businessmen would start being suspected of fraud too, but you gotta admit, the timing's pretty suspicious. Yes, it's hard to believe it's a coincidence. Exactly. Either the criminal knew the revenue service's exact schedule, or perhaps... I'm ashamed at our lack of vigilance, but because there are so many crew members on hand, we assumed everything would be fine. Perhaps some of them noticed something we didn't? Don't you think you should have given them more clear instructions? You guys were the ones in charge after all. Well, either way. It wouldn't be a bad idea to ask around inside the theater. We just need to take it slow and trace their path step by step. Let's get to it.
Well, we're on the clock now.
You know, as we progress through all these Force Brigands we've been doing since the past, I would say Trails game, as well as even the Trails prior to this one, all of it. I feel like it's been so convenient that they were able to resolve every single quest if you put in the time and effort. Whereas, like in real life, not everything gets resolved. You know, it's a little sad, really. Okay, let's talk. What's up, Fuka? Sorry to bug you. Aaron? What can I do for you? Actually, those people with you, aren't they? Yeah, we just have a few questions we'd like to ask you. You heard about the Dragon Chariot being stolen, right? Yes, I have. In fact, I even gave them a bit of a hand when they were bringing it in. But I'm sorry, I really don't have any idea when it was taken. Even the smallest detail you can remember might help us. Did you notice if anything felt off at the time? I guess there was one thing, although I might just be overthinking it. About 3 hours ago, someone from Red Star came back to the theater with a big truck. I assumed he came just to do some additional servicing, but I was so busy at the time I wasn't able to pay him much attention. That certainly does sound strange. After all, according to Mr. Minnow, the crew left the theater about 4 hours ago. Even if they had forgotten to take care of something, it would be unusual to send a single person without informing anyone beforehand. And Minnow had his hands full with the revenue service right after the actual Red Star crew left. That would have been the best time to get the car out without anyone noticing. Yeah, my bet's on this Red Star guy she saw being a fake. If he played the part well enough, nobody would even blink an eye if he stole the car. I'm so sorry. If I paid more attention, this would have happened. Nah, not your fault, Fuka. Still, don't you think that truck big enough to haul the Dragon Chariot would stand out in a place like Longport? I got a feeling they hid it somewhere. Must have been a pain in the ass finding a place that could fit it all. Maybe someone involved in transporting goods might know something. Now that I think about it, that delivery guy Anthony runs mail all over Newtown. He's probably got a few contacts in the shipping industry. Wouldn't be surprised if he knows something. Let's get going then. Oh, we got a topic now. Alright, Newtown, right? Let's head on over.
Let's be on our way.
Man, I love the fast loading times. This is great. Alright, let's find out where this, there he is. He's upstairs. And, oh, nope, he's down here. He is over, wait, hold on. Hold on, where am I going? Where am I going? We go, hold on. No, we can go upstairs, and then we go left, and then he's right there. Okay, yeah. Alright, I was going the right way. And then we go over yonder, and he's right, oh, right here. Look at you, man, you look tired. Hard day at work?
Got a question for you.
A truck carrying heavy cargo, huh? Well, I mean, Longport is a harbor city. It's not really unusual to see trucks that big every now and then. But actually, now that I think about it, I do remember seeing a large Red Star truck headed for the harbor district around the time you mentioned. You haven't noticed any changes in the area lately, have you? Any workers you haven't seen before renting out storage space or boats? Nah, can't say that I have. Oh, but maybe. Something jog your memory? Well, you remember that warehouse where there was a murder about half a year ago? After that happened, most people around here didn't want a thing to do with it. But just recently, one of my clients, a guy named Lai Hong, said his company decided to start renting it. Oh, that's just convenient, isn't it? Heard they stopped using it though. Was wondering if maybe something had happened. Oh, that warehouse. Guess it makes sense people would be avoiding the place. The fact that somebody wanted to rent it all smells pretty fishy to me. It's also more than big enough to hide not just the car, but the truck carrying it too. Looks like the harbor's our only lead right now. Let's go see what we can find. Man, of all the places, might have to be there. Alright. Back at it.
Time to depart.
Alright. Let me see. We're gonna approach the warehouse. It's been a bit since I last been here too. Is there a blue marker here? Let me go to the blue marker first. It's right there.
Hey, isn't that... That's one of the Marduk Company's high-speed airships.
Looks like customs in the middle of something.
Hold on a second. I'll get to the main dish in a minute. Oh, basketball. Yo, Nick. Hey man, if you got time to kill, what do you say they're shooting some hoops with me? Basketball, huh? I think this hoop was up last time we were here. Yeah, basketball's gotten pretty popular in Longport recently, and these guys like to challenge people to games every now and then. Anyway, why not give it a go? Yeah, I want to try. You sounded pretty confident there. Not that I mind, of course. Alright then, let's join him for a match. Maybe later. I played basketball already with in the Swin story, so we can take a break from that. I thought it was another event of sorts. I wonder what happened. Are you Lai Hong? We heard you're the guy that's renting the place out. Yes, that's me. Is there something I can help you with? We're in the middle of an investigation. This warehouse came up as a spot of interest. We were told that you had to stop using this one in particular. Is that correct? Yes, that's right. My understanding is that they found some kind of issue related to last year's incident. Yesterday, someone from the security company that oversees the harbor showed up and said they'd be taking it over temporarily. And yet, did something else happen? Well, I came by here just a minute ago to take a look, and it seems like somebody else has been making use of it. That shouldn't happen if the security company is keeping it under lock and key, though. That is pretty suspicious. I hate to ask, but would you mind letting us take a peek? That's fine, to be honest. I was just sitting here wondering whether I should take a look myself. If we can learn something from it, I don't see the harm. Ah-ho-ho, there's the truck. Ha, I knew it. I'm guessing that's not your company truck, right? Definitely not. Who in the world brought this thing in here? What's that security company up to? Let's hope the Dragon Chariot's still in there. Having found a suspicious truck inside the warehouse, Van's group quickly proceeded to check its cargo. Unfortunately, the delivery bed was completely empty. Well, that's about what I expected. This must have been a temporary storage location for them along the way. They probably realized how likely it was for the police to check the warehouse. They picked this location as a decoy. I just attempted to access the server at the security firm that controls this area. However, there's no record of any new issues being found with this particular warehouse, nor is there a record of them taking temporary custody over it. It seems likely that the security personnel that informed you of the supposed issue was an imposter. I can't believe they managed to pull one over on me with such a simple disguise. I feel so foolish. Oh, kinda sounds like something about him stood out to you. Well, you see, I couldn't help but notice his hair was a rather striking shade of green. Gave me a bit of a startle, honestly. Green hair, huh? That means he'll stand out in a crowd. At any rate, it looks like the thief brought the chariot to the harbor in this truck and then transferred it to some other vehicle. Whether it was another truck or a boat remains to be seen, though. Let's ask around and see if we can pick up their trail.
Looks like a chest.
Okay, who are we talking to? Alright, over here. Wait, what? You said a chest? I am so sorry. The smallest things I don't hear well. Let me see. Oh, wow. Hacking time.
Access granted. I'm going in.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, up. Okay, let's go. Oh, triangle.
That's a good law. Now I bypass the security.
Next one.
This is kid stuff. I bypass
Cool.
the security.
Alright, this isn't so bad. I say that, and then all of a sudden we're going to encounter a problem. But I got 38 seconds. So let's see if I can... Oh, come on. Don't do that to me. Okay. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Hold on. Go. Okay. Let's go. Oh, God. Go. Oh, crap. I'm screwed. Yep.
I'm not done
That sucked. I should have... Okay, I know the plan. I know. I should have done this over. 10 seconds. I'm not going to make it. Yeah, I could have made it right now, if anything. Can we try again? Will you let me redo? Yes, you will. Thank you. Alright. This won't happen again. I was doing so well, too.
That's a good lock. Now do me a no sweat.
Alright, cool. We got that.
That's a good lock. Now I bypass the security.
Okay. Now I know how to handle this. Okay, let's go. Now, the goal... Where is it? It's not... Oh, crap. See, that's what I'm talking about. We gotta wait it out. Wait for it to come back. We got 28 seconds. Let it circle back out. There you go. Now we can go. Keep going. I know. We'll make it. Don't worry.
That's a good lock. Now do me a I bypass the security.
Okay, we'll make it.
I've got
Told you.
control of the system.
Quintet. Okay. Swappable arts. Nice. I still got 2 SP. Perfect. I was worried I would miss out on that. Okay, now we can finally do this. Hold on. It would be over here. Let me talk to them. Hello, good sir. Topic time.
Got a question for you.
Suspicious heavy cargo, huh? No, I haven't taken on anything like that myself. Well, actually, it might not be related, but this morning someone I've never seen before came in to charter a boat. Oh yeah? Mind telling us what they look like? What type of boat did they rent? Well, they were a man, a middle-aged Navy type, with a little bit of beard. I think he said he was an officer? No, a lieutenant colonel. I thought it was a bit odd for someone from the Navy to be renting a civilian boat, but I didn't really think much of it. I mean, we get all kinds. Still, it's not every day you see people renting an orbital sail with a small barge attached. An orbital sail. Those are vessels with orbital engines that propel them more easily than a regular sailboat. Those engines are only auxiliary, however, as they don't provide much in the way of horsepower. That being said, if the barge is small enough to carry a single vehicle, the engine might just be sufficient enough to tow it. This Navy guy sounds like he's our target. Did the boat already leave? Yes, I'd barely taken my eyes off them for a second before they were gone. It sounds like there's more going on here than I thought. Should I not have rented out the equipment? Nah, we got nothing to worry about. Anyway, I think we got a pretty good idea of the scale of this scheme now. Let's find a place where we can sort through everything we've learned so far. At least now we know the entire sequence of events. So, to sum it up, we have people believed to be the culprits bringing a truck to the theater, moving it to the warehouse, and then renting a boat with a barge. At every location they were disguised to look like someone who could feasibly have a business there. But we were given 2 descriptions, a young guy with green hair dressed like a security guard, and a middle-aged Navy officer. We don't know what the guy pretending to be a Red Star employee looked like, but do you think they were all different people in disguise? I've heard there's a phantom thief capable of mimicking the likeness of various people, and by himself no less. Although he seems to be an isolated case, we should be careful not to discount the possibility that this is the work of a single individual. That's true. The job was done by multiple culprits. The job was done by single. No, it was multiple. I've got a feeling we're dealing with multiple culprits here. I mean, if it really was just one guy, there wouldn't be any point in making it all so complicated, right? They're probably only handing off the car to one another in disguise so they would be harder to track down. Makes sense to me. So, who's behind it? You figured everything out already, haven't you? Well, the first who come to mind are the Mafia looking to get a hit on Heiue, one of the Red Star's rivals, a small group of amateur thieves. I feel like it's none of these two. I feel like it has to be an amateur group. Because it can't be the Mafia. They wouldn't leave that such... There are possibilities they can leave a trail, but I feel like they'd be more careful. I'm thinking it might just be a small group of amateur thieves. If a bigger organization was involved, they would have put together a plan of a higher chance of success. Exactly. These guys prepped the warehouse and boat right before committing the crime, which makes me think there wasn't a whole lot of brainpower involved. I mean, regardless of speculation though, they did still manage to get away with it. I agree. Looking at their plan, it seems a bit rushed and simplistic. It was put together very haphazardly. They seem to have only succeeded by being well coordinated and light on their feet. I must say, it also seems unlikely that the visit from the revenue service had anything to do with them. Yeah, that was a little too convenient for my liking, but it's probably not as relevant as we thought. Let's go back over what we know about these guys again. They're capable of rudimentary disguise, trust each other, operate as a small unit, and work fast. You guys also remember a certain threesome that fit that bill. Oh, you mean those guys we dealt with in Tharbad last year? The Deviancy Brothers, or the Deviancy Brothers. This incident certainly does seem to fit their MO. And according to a recent search, it seems they managed to break out of jail just a few weeks ago. It's still unclear how they escaped, but it's likely they had outside assistance. Well, that settles that. All we gotta do now is hunt them down. You know where they went, don't you? Yeah, they must have taken the Dragon Chariot too. An offshore smuggling vessel? Heilong Chongzai, the eroded cave. I remember this place, Heilong Chongzai. It's this area. It's not offshore. And this might be a possibility. It's this one. Heilong Chongzai. Most people tend to keep their distance from the place, but it's just close enough to get to with an orbital sail. Shit, that's the last place I wanted to go. Makes sense though. There's a reason Almada used it for their hideout. It practically screams, hey, hide your stolen shit here, dude. But what do you think they're doing with it all the way over there? If they want to sell it off, they'd have loaded up again and take it somewhere else, wouldn't they? That's why I thought Heilong Chongzai gave off more of a stench than the eroded cave. It's not easy to tell just by looking at a map. But on the east side of Heilong Chongzai, there is a small path that links back up to the main highway. There is? I mean, the place was used for mining after all. It makes sense that they'd have a few roads for transportation. Gotta be long abandoned by now though. If they disguise the Dragon Chariot somehow while they have it on Heilong Chongzai, they would have no issue taking it to land from there. That's pretty much the long and short of it, yeah. Damn, they sure picked a hell of a target right after getting out of the slammer. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get our asses over to Heilong Chongzai. Show over at the Eastern Quarters Wharf should be able to hook us up with a boat. Earn 2 SP. Alright. That was a lot of work for us, so save. Alright. Now, was it the first ward or second ward? I'm already forgetting. Let's find out. I'll find out.
Time to depart.
If I don't see it here. Oh, it's there. Yep. Okay, I remember. Oh boy. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Okay, the blue marker I'll check out later. There we go. Hey, buddy. Remember me? Go to Heilong Chongzai. Van's group, in an effort to track down the Dragon Chariot, decided to once again travel to Heilong Chongzai. Soon thereafter... Oh, look at that, guys! An orbital sail and a barge. I knew it! It would seem to be just as you surmised, Mr. Arkwright. They probably haven't taken the chariot too far, but we'll find them pretty close by. Let's be careful going forward. Tamam, you got it. Understood. Okay, let's go. Follow the green marker. We made it this far too, so... Hee. Oh, look at them. Nice work out there, brothers. If we managed to get this thing's bits and bobs on the black market, our mirror woes will be ancient history. Before you know it, we'll be out of Calvert and making a name for ourselves in a whole new part of the world. We could never have done it without your foolproof plans, big bro. Who else would have thought to get somebody to meddle with the revenue service? Nobody, that's who. Alright, that's enough praise for me. Besides, you guys played your parts to a T as well. I must say, your disguises have gotten pretty convincing lately. Still, I think one of us really ought to consider changing his hair color next time. Hey, the hair's what makes me me. No way I'm getting rid of it anytime soon. Well, whatever. We should be proud of this one, boys. The bonds of brotherhood have secured us yet another victory. Let's say we crack open a bottle and have a toast. We deserve a little reward, don't you think? We can always just slip out of the abandoned pathway tomorrow. Well, ain't that sweet? Brotherly love sure is a beautiful thing, right, Van? No doubt about that. And they even let us listen in on their little plan. Nice group of guys, I gotta say. Too bad that's about all the time you're gonna get to celebrate, though. Hope you losers are ready to be back behind bars. If your bonds run so deep, then why not put all that energy into something that actually helps others for once? I'm afraid we have you cornered, Devoncy brothers. Turn yourselves in, and we promise to do you no harm. What are you doing here? Actually, haven't I seen you somewhere before? They're the guys that foiled our plans back in Tharbad. The Spriggan. Ugh. Why did it have to be you again? Hey, we're not all that thrilled to run into you crooks either. You boys are at the end of your rope. And speaking of rope, how about you stand still so we can tie you three up? What, you really think we're just gonna back down now? You meddled in our plans for the last time, Spriggan. You're toast. Huh. Don't go getting all cocky just because you took us down once before. We'll give you real fun for your money this time. Or a real run, sorry. With me, brothers. You got it.
I'll take you on. Destroy them! You're frickin' dead!
Fine, let's play.
If I one-shot the crap out of you guys, it's gonna suck for all of you. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright, hold on. Let's get all of you focused on me. Can we do that? Can we do that? Yes, we can. Hold on. Let's get
Time to go all out.
Over here!
over at me.
All for you! Up to you, Reset!
Okay, perfect. And then, not yet? Let's do Cobalt Curtain.
Accessing. Initialize.
Alright, perfect. And I'm trying to see what we can do here. For raid. This looks good. Bulwark.
Party! Barry, now!
Your Guardian Blade. Light them up.
It's go time!
Okay. And then we'll go and do Scarlet Dance.
Pull out all the stops!
Bewitch res down. Actually, let's do that.
Activating skill. I'll leave you speechless. Scarlet Dance.
Okay. That works. Thank you. Ah ha ha.
Don't screw with me.
You're not gonna attack my friend? Okay, well, that's fine. We'll do
Activating skill. Reset, take over.
Reset. I would like for you to actually... Oh, you know what? We win.
Activating skill. Blink and you'll miss it. Soar for me. Phoenix Dance. Boost gauge limit crushed.
There it is. I'm happy. I can't believe we lost to these bastards again. I swear on my soul this won't be the last you hear of the Devoncy brothers. Yeah, we always bounce back. Just you wait until we get out of prison. You'll get what's coming to you eventually. You're gonna live to regret messing with us, Spriggan. Or maybe you guys could just learn your lesson and stop thieving already. You can act tough all you like, but that's about the least scary thing I've heard all week. Well, not to scare these idiots. Nah, I'm just worried about the car. Is it okay? It would seem so. Nothing more than a few minor abrasions. I think we can return it to our client as is. At least the bar show will make getting it back to Longport a little easier. Right? Let's bring it back to the theater. Huh? What's wrong, Van? I'm just remembering something they mentioned earlier. Huh. Like hell you're gonna get any more out of me. You guys said something about getting somebody to meddle with the revenue service, didn't you? So, the auditing was part of your little heist after all. Oh yeah. The timing was certainly suspect. Oh, is that all? Fine. If you want to know who our partner in crime is, I'll tell you. The truth is, I don't actually know their name. What? I thought you guys were all buddy-buddy. And here I was thinking you had connections to some big hotshot. Well, I guess I don't mind spilling a few secrets. See, we got word from someone using a pseudonym that they wanted to help us out. Their only condition was that we had to cause some kind of an uproar in Longport, and it had to be today. So they'd even lay all the groundwork. Wow, you should know how to pick 'em. Look at you using strangers to your advantage. Nice going, bro. What is with these guys? For real, you'd think they'd be more angry about the whole being used as pawns thing. So someone's been trying to stir things up in Longport. It's whoever betrayed the Liu family. It makes sense if they were the ones pulling the strings here too. Anyway, before we return to Dragon Chariot, we'd better decide what we're going to do with these guys. If I just put even more stress on Haywire if we tried to push him off on them, so let's try and come up with something else. Let's see. Ooh, okay, what are my choices? The Guild, the Police, the Marduk Company. Oh, we're going for chaotic. Let's do it. I mean, they did break out of prison after all. This is a problem the police need to fix, not the Guild. But considering it's the same force that arrested Fan Lu, it is possible that whoever's been pulling the strings inside Haywire lately had a hand in all this. Maybe the better option is to turn them over to Marduk. Huh? Why Marduk? I see. Marduk engages in various risk management research opportunities that pertain to maintaining public safety. It would require a great deal of paperwork, but it should be possible for the company to take temporary custody of the Devoncy brothers. Fortunately, Mirabelle and the security chief are currently in Longport, so they'll be able to assist in making the handover as smooth as possible. Sheesh, can't say I'm a huge fan of letting a PMC have so much authority. But I guess you guys do kind of have a knack for stuff like this. Fine, I'll let slide. It's definitely more on the gray side, legally speaking, but hey, that's where we operate best, right? Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you could take care of all the formalities for us, Rosette. Of course, it shouldn't take long at all. Thank you, Rosette. And so, thanks to Van and crew, the Devoncy brothers were captured once again. With the case now closed, the Dragon Chariot was soon returned to the theater where it would await its new owner. Beautiful. Oh, look at that. Lovely. Thank you so much for all you've done. I'm so glad we were able to get the Chariot back in one piece. We don't need to worry about Red Star's reputation taking a plummet either. Yes, now that we have the car back, tonight's auction should be able to proceed as planned. Thank you all. Hope you know how truly grateful we are. It was no biggie. I just did what any fellow car lover would do. Don't you think it's time you got a new hobby, old man? I'm real glad it all worked out. I'm sure this car means a lot to the people of Longport. It does indeed. In times like these, that's all the more reason for us to upkeep the tradition. Hopefully, it'll help bring us a sense of normalcy. We'll make sure to your reward is posted on the account right away. Thank you again for all you've done. Sure thing. There's no sweat. Just remember to keep your eyes peeled in the future, yeah? Don't want anyone getting the drop on you again.
That's a wrap.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Okay. I still wish we could have gotten more. Chaos 4? Chaos 4? Yes! Evened out. That's all I want to see.
I can barely contain myself.
Alright, let's save. That was a good 4 SPG. Very lengthy too. I'm surprised. Alright, now let's go follow some story. Hold on a second. A little bit of story goes a long way. This blue thing here, let's check it out. I don't know what event this is though. I'm kind of curious. It's in this guy's bar too. Okay. At least I know it's not a, like, what you call, a big important event, to say the least. Hey dude, Jack. You guys, huh? Kinda figured you'd show up eventually. All that commotion was definitely surprising yesterday, but most folks have just been going about their business as usual. Seems like that's Heyo was doing though. Guess they wanted to step in to keep things under control. Well yeah, this may just be a family trouble to them, but it's in their best interest to keep citizens from panicking. Anyway, can we assume that drinking first thing in the morning is your own brand of business as usual? Hey, this is all my first drink of the day, alright? Let a guy take the chance to relax. Oh, by the way, you guys familiar with Seven Hearts? That's the card game that's been real popular recently, right? Yeah, it's the first time I'm hearing of it. The rules are a bit different from the other card games, but that hasn't stopped me and Haley from getting hooked on it. Hal or Haley? I keep forgetting how they pronounce her name. It's good for workers to take a break every now and then, don't you think? So, what do you say, playing around? I don't think that sounded as convincing as you thought it would. Perhaps we'll take you up on the offer. Oh, it's a card game. Maybe later. I'm not big on the mini games. I'm not big on most mini games, honestly. It depends. I think the last mini game I played from a trail series was Code Steel 2 when they had Reen do some snowboarding. Remind me a little bit of the Sonic snowboarding game too. Just a little bit. Alright, let me do another quick save. Alright, where is our next story mission? Oh, we have something here too. Second ward. Oh, that's the thing. Okay. Alright,
Last year sure
hold
was
on.
rough.
I think we can check out Newtown Harbor District. Oh man, that's true. And there's 3 story things here. I'm a little torn. Because I'm kind of scared to start a story and then not work on the last
Time to depart.
side quest. Okay, you know what? I'm going to take a little break from here, guys. And then when next we return, we'll probably do the last side quest and then work on the story. Just so that we don't have to worry about missing out on anything. Because my plan originally was to check out like one story thing. But I'm kind of afraid it's going to like skip over. And we're not going to have a chance to do any of the last side quest we have. Which I believe is a cooking one. So when next we return, we'll take care of that. And that means story time. So thank you again all for watching. And I'll see you all in the next one.